The MLB world was a little shocked when it was announced that Carlos Correa was signed with the Minnesota Twins prior to the 2022 season. Everyone expected the former Rookie of the Year to head to a big market and compete for a World Series. Instead, he went north and signed a 3-year, $105 million deal with opt-out clauses after the first and second seasons. Correa will hit the free agent market for the second consecutive year. It's clear he either wants a much larger contract or to play in a much larger market. It's more likely the latter than the former, given that he was already set to make over $30 million a year in Minnesota. So while a team like the Baltimore Orioles might seem like a perfect fit on the surface, it seems unlikely Correa would decide to go there. Here are a few places that I think he can land though. The Los Angeles Angels. The Angels are no stranger to big name purchases, having given Anthony Rendon a huge contract prior to 2020, and giving Shohei Ohtani $30 million for 2023 alone. While it will probably make more sense for the Angels to focus their efforts on pitching, given that only Ohtani and Patrick Sandoval had ERAs under 3.70 this year. Another splash in a loaded shortstop market could give Mike Trout and Ohtani some much needed protection in that lineup. It will cost the team a lot, and given how poorly that Rendon deal has turned out, it's likely the Angels GM wouldn't want to risk another huge investment like that. However, with Ohtani not yet signed past 2023, the Angels' last season with both Trout and Ohtani could be coming up. The team definitely doesn't want to waste two generational players. LA has only reached the postseason only once since Trout came on board in 2012. So perhaps one final push to be competitive in the division with both the Astros and Mariners is on the table. While it might make more sense for the Angels to focus their efforts on guys like Nathan Eovaldi, Tyler Anderson, or Chris Bassett to bolster their rotation, the Angels were also forced to rely on Andrew Velazquez, who slashed .196 and walked just 15 times across 349 plate appearances for most of their work at shortstop. Carlos Correa will be a massive upgrade offensively. The Angels have the money to make it work. They just need the motive. The next team is the Atlanta Braves. Dansby Swanson is a free agent this offseason, and the Braves are the defending World Series champions and are in win-now mode. Although signing hometown hero Swanson should be the team's top priority, and the Braves have made it clear they want to keep Swanson in Atlanta, Correa will still be a phenomenal fit on the team given the need for a DH. I'm not saying Correa will be the designated hitter, but the Braves were near the bottom of the league in WAR from their DH spot, finishing 22nd in MLB. Correa's defensive utility, having played third base in a professional setting before, would make him an ideal fit to play in a rotation with Swanson and Austin Riley on the left side of the infield. This will give each player more scheduled time off the field or out of the lineup entirely, which will make the Braves an even scarier team. Another landing spot is the Boston Red Sox. Another shortstop that can opt out of their contract is Xander Bogaerts. Should the four-time All-Star decide to leave Boston, the Red Sox would need a replacement. Correa could fill that role nicely. Boston has claimed that re-signing Bogaerts is a top priority, but should that deal fall through, the Red Sox will be the perfect landing spot for Correa. Sure, it will be a lateral step for someone looking to compete for a World Series, maybe even a step down considering how tough it is to win in the American League East. However, Correa already has a built-in relationship with Red Sox skipper Alex Cora, and Correa has a career 980 OPS across 23 games at Fenway. That's the second highest OPS for Correa in any American League ballpark, behind only Toronto. But Correa has only played 8 games there, so those numbers are bound to fall back to earth. If Correa wants to succeed individually, Boston seems like a great fit. It may not be the best place to chase the title, but it's a big market and a ballpark that's favorable to right-handed hitters. Another landing spot is the Philadelphia Phillies. If the Phillies really want to compete with the Mets and Braves for years to come, they'll have to shore up their middle infield, which has been an area of concern for years now. They'll need to spend big money in a loaded shortstop market, and after doing so, they can afford to be a little cheaper in the bullpen department. With guys like Michael Fulmer, Chad Green, Richard Blyer, Jesse Chavez, and Rafael Montero all hitting the market, the Phillies could solve two of their biggest issues while only spending high-end money on one player. Philadelphia has an opportunity to make the biggest impact this offseason in a relatively quiet fashion. and that makes him a prime candidate to make a move of this magnitude. And the last landing spot, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Another team, another star shortstop potentially leaving town. Unlike the Red Sox and Braves though, the Dodgers have shown the least amount of interest in bringing Trey Turner back. But it seems more likely that Turner will want to go back east where he grew up. Trey Turner has been linked to the Yankees a lot, and if the Yankees can't retain Aaron Judge, that will be a nice second option. Despite two of the Yankees' top prospects in Anthony Volpe and Oswald Peraza, Turner has an extensive history in the outfield which will perfectly fill the hole that Judge will leave. This isn't about Trey Turner though. Without him in LA, the Dodgers could shift their focus to Correa, who was once their mortal enemy. Correa never had a great relationship with the Dodgers, given the whole 2017 scandal, but Correa and his family did throw shade at the Astros on his way out last offseason. Everyone knows the Dodgers have unlimited money and love to make big splashes in free agency. If Correa wants both a big market and an opportunity to play for a World Series title, no team could provide in both of those categories like the Dodgers. Plus, they'll probably offer him the most money by a landslide.